Hey everyone, Lensman here and welcome to another Craft to the Future episode. I don't have a huge plan for this episode yet, but I thought I'd start out by explaining a couple of things that I've done. I have gone and added lag goggles mod. I've also updated the foam fix mod, and I've added better FPS. It's not amazing, but what lag goggles allows me to do is do a scan of all the things causing lag. Now if we look up in the sky, you can actually see the chunks that are having the most lag, and the ones obviously in my base are fairly laggy. So if I drop down here, because I've condensed everything into a couple of chunks, these two here are quite bad. These ones not so bad, but then you've got ones all the way out in the distance that are loaded, and you can see all these little red lines here. They're actually all mobs. So the mod that adds the griefing by the mobs actually really does increase to the amount of stuff spawning around. So this stuff miles away. There's a green dot over there too. Something's lagging there. That could be a spawner. That could be a cheaty way to find a spawner. But obviously, I mean, look at this. This, when I ran it, this button is causing 10, I think that's microseconds, or whatever it is. We'll just go with units of lag. How about that? This device here, this hydrator in this block, 120, so it's fairly high. These two things here, because they have items on it, this is a hopper, and it has a couple of pieces of redstone in it, so it's constantly trying to feed it in there. If I took this out, let's take these 3 bits of redstone out of this, and I will re-profile for 30 seconds, world. So this will take 30 seconds and I'll talk over it as I do it. This will profile everything that's happening, what's causing ticks and all that sort of stuff. Obviously the longer the length of time you profile for, the more accurate the results are going to be. But every time I've done it, and I've run a few profiles over the been testing with this mod for a little bit now, it'll average it out, but every time I've done it, it's shown a pretty high here. So look, I've taken that redstone out and it's gone down to 5. So it's gone from 130 down to 5. So things sitting and waiting to do like especially hoppers. Hoppers are always generally fairly laggy anyway. Some of these things, yeah, there's not a lot I'm going to be able to do about it. The turrets are a little bit laggy. This here, it's a strong box. There's nothing in the strong box except for some items, yet it's causing 88 lag. So ideally the strong box should go. And that leads me to another thing. I went and I was talking about these mechanical pipes and all that sort of stuff. You know, they're nice and cheap, but they actually generate a fair bit of lag. Not huge amounts, but if you look here, we've got 11 and 17, yet these have nothing. Like, basically, yeah, nothing. And even if we go downstairs and you can see all the chickens, you can see this pipe. That's the pipe that I hooked up for, and I probably haven't shown that on the video yet. That's the pipe I hooked up to the sewers. So you can see here the chickens. Chickens cause a bit of lag. There's nothing in that nest either, but it's causing lag. All of these things, that hydrator again, not as much as upstairs, but it's causing a little bit. The osmium compressor, because it has items in it. This one has nothing. This one, if I took those items out, it would probably be okay. Same here, it's got items. But you can see some things have a lot more. This one here, there's nothing in it except the ingot cast. Be interesting to pull the cast out and see whether it causes lag as well. Not much I can do with the chickens. It, is what it is. Any mobs down here? Every time I come down here, there's a mob. And it's normally a laser creeper. It's really starting to annoy me. So yeah, you can see the little red lines all relate to a mob generally. So these guys are causing 40, 50 average, 45 average probably there. Same with all these, but yeah, as I said, you can see all the little red lines off in the distance, all causing a little bit of lag. So yeah, here's a pipe. So underneath here, we have the we've got the sewer, and then underneath is the mechanism piping, and each one 3, 4, it's not heaps, 39 underneath, 12 under that one, and that's just it pushing the liquid down. We've got a little bit of a backlog in the corner down there. These things doing nothing is holding some lag. Nothing in here. These farming items are fairly lag inducing, but as a test, I went and replaced the mechanism pipes with even a clear version of an item duct. So obviously the ones that aren't clear generally run better, but there's nothing on these. It's not generating lag, even with the items going through, which it would have been doing for that 30 seconds I profiled. So as much as it's more expensive to make these ducts, it's probably a better idea. Getting a little bit on the power conduit. I'm not too worried about the power conduit. It's or the cable, I should say. It's not generating much. There's just the occasional piece here and there. Like here, there's a 4, and I don't know why that one there is causing a little bit of lag. It's odd when you have. I can understand a junction or a corner, but that's the middle. But yeah, it's interesting to go through and profile the base, and especially if you're playing on a server. So the things you want to consider when you're playing on a server is that other people are trying to use it. The processors in the servers only allow a certain amount. If you can make things as lag friendly as possible, all the better. So working out the best way of doing something without causing tons and tons of lag, always good. If you're playing in a single player, then you're the only one who has to deal with the lag, so it's up to you. So anyway, I'm just going to turn that back off and go back to normal. But yeah, definitely if you're interested and you're having problems with things lagging, then by all means check it out. I don't know if these are harvestable by this. It plants it, so maybe it'll harvest it. Actually, I'll be able to tell. Is there any in here? Nope, not yet anyway. I don't know if it works for it. I've just put these in test. This is working wellish. I'll just call it wellish. Let's put this stuff. I needed that. That's all right. I'm getting a few bits and pieces. Blaze rod there. Item frames, just a few bit of junk. Got some potatoes, which is good. And I need to put some more of these seeds. Oh, don't have enough room in my inventory. A few more of these seeds in, because it only holds 16. But that's okay. You and take that. Yeah, ended up with a setup where it's just these 4 here on normal soil in the corner, and the rest is all fertilized dirt, and everything seems to be planting on it so far. Again, I won't know until this thing harvests, or whether it'll harvest it. See, lag spike. This guy is on at the moment, or what I've found is that ducks and duct, put a T on the end of it. It's not a quack quack. And the like will, or the more the mechanism pipes than the thermal expansion ones, won't connect if your device is in pause mode. Yet it will connect if it's like this, but it's got redstone activation. So I found that I was making the turds over here in the sewage composter, which I think it's 2 buckets of sewage equals 1 turd. Yep, that's fine. It wasn't, I had pipes and all sorts of stuff and hoppers, and it wasn't going in. As soon as I unpaused it and changed to the ducting from thermodynamics here, no problems. So that turd that just left there will eventually make its way in. But yeah, so long and short, what I've done in between, it's just a pipe that runs around the back there, which you would have seen with the lag goggles on. is just connected to these two. These do require power, which is a pain. They never used to require power, but it is what it is. The other major thing that I've done to try and combat lag, and you can see it when we had the thing up before. This set power cell here was causing lag. Again, not heaps, but it was causing an increase to the tick rate, or however you want to go with it. It had some numbers on it. Let's go with that. So I've gone ahead and after a bunch of mining of obsidian and throwing stacks of redstone into fires, I set up a flux networks system. So we've got a plug here. This is actually just here so it could draw all the power out of these and I didn't waste it. These will be decommissioned shortly. And now all of these devices, and you would have seen, let's just do this for giggles. There's actually one of the points here. It's a bit hard to see. It's just behind that conduit thing that's connecting up. No lag. Whereas I've replaced the one under there. Whereas this thing here is not heaps, but there's nothing in it, and it's causing some increased tick. Hide. So yeah, I've gone ahead and replaced all the ones that I could find, and I'll show you the recipes for them in a moment. Oh, hang on, there's one there. So there's a flux point connecting up all these guys, and the system is just here. So I went for the Herculean one. It took me a bit of construction. So here's the flux block. I've got to be very careful saying this, I really do. So as it says there, throwing redstone into fire or lava. So you just light a fire on the ground and throw a stack of redstone in. You don't get all of it back. You generally get about a quarter of it back, well, the stacks that I was throwing in. So it's very redstone intensive, and I did have to do a bit of mining to get what I needed. These cores are ender pearls and blaze. Obviously I have enders and obsidian, and you get 4, so it's one of them per each one of these. So it is expensive. It's 2 of them basically. But then I had one of these basics in storage, but then I went ahead and to make the next one up, you need 6 of them. So I spent a bit of time crafting this flux up, but at the end of the day, it's actually fairly cheap to do it. If you think about, even with the diminishing return on all the limitation of losing chunks of your redstone. I don't have enough to go up to this. This would be nice, so you're going from 12.8 million to 128 million. But considering I had 2 million, I think it was, in the power cells, and I think it was 5 million in the thermal expansion cell that was here, 12.8 is pretty good. So here's all our power. The cool thing about this, and I didn't realize that this could do it, the flux controller can actually do wireless charging. Never had any idea that it could do it. So we've got 18,900 on our storage tablet. I can click this and it's full. So I'm not going to leave it on all the time. I don't know whether that increases issues. I've also found that you can connect ducting up to the turrets to keep them powered instead of having the little hand crank. So I do want to, getting pretty nasty out here by the way. I do want to maybe hook up a couple of points to here. I do have that one. I do have a couple of these, so it may be a good idea to do it, but I need to also work out a way of keeping them stocked with items. Here comes a spider. He's stuck on the tree. Yeah, so keeping them stocked with items is another thing. I don't want to go and put hoppers on anything, but maybe making some sort of cobble gen might be good to throw into these. There we go. Let's throw it. He's firing. You gonna hit him, or are you just gonna miss? You're gonna hit the giraffe. Oh, he's a special one too. They're both trying now. He's coming. Take that. Turrets are great. See if I can take him out on the roof. Hey, buddy. Try again. Decent amount of health on that one. He has an issue. Hey, die! That's nasty. I lost my helmet. He did heaps of damage to me. Wow. That was pretty impressive. I'm going to throw one of the art-eyed helmets on. I'm going to lose the haste from having the redstone one on. But I need something. I'll have to build another redstone set now. I'm gonna repair the ones that I have. Otherwise, you know, otherwise I'm gonna lose it. Okay, that's repairing. Goodness. All right. So what do we do this episode? I've got a few bits and pieces left over from where I was reconnecting stuff. So let's put that stuff away. For the moment, you can go away, and that today would be nice. Thank you. Yeah, Hopper can go away. Some of the leftover obsidian. All right, that's done. So yeah, that's wouldn't have expected this to die off so quick, which is a little bit of a pain. But that's all right. That's all right. I need, you know what, let's just do it. Redstone. There's one block. I need just a few blocks, thanks. 4 more blocks. There we go, cool. Let's just make this up because, you know, I like having the haste. It's very nice when it comes... Oop. Take that helmet off. Very nice when it comes to mining, that's for sure. Cool. Come on, charge up. So, quest book. Let's have a bit of a look. Obviously, I was still going through this setup. I don't have the sludge boiler yet. The sludge refiner, I should say. And what I did downstairs is I voided the sludge. But we can have a look. Let's have a look. Sludge. I have rabbited on for basically over half the episode on rotten potato. It can be any potato? Does that have to be a rotten one? Ooh. Can I make one? Oof. That's gonna be hard. Potato. I guess there's a 15% chance. Phyto. I don't know if I need both. Oh, that's downstairs now, isn't it? You. I was making some invar. Not you. You. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a chance I'll get a rotten one. Then I also need some plastic. We've got plastic down here. We're getting now lava and rubies. I think I should... Yes, I got a blaze chicken. I was very happy to get the blaze chicken. So he's now chilling. I think it's not that one. Where did I put him? Oh, he's at the end there. Blaze chicken. Nice. Very nice. The red chickens are getting there. 777s. Better than what we got. What do you got? Yep, cool. So it must be time to have them meet their maker. Gotta be careful because they attack back. They fight back. Yeah, grow them. Obviously, I probably don't need these guys, if that makes sense. The long and short of it is, if I can get the items from elsewhere, then I really probably don't need Just, yeah, I realised I just threw the plastic away. I probably don't need to level these guys up, but that's okay. Something to eat would be good. How you doing? Oh, I got one. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, I've already got it down there. Step in the right direction. We just need these two guys. So I should have what's required for that. Let's make sludge refiner. Now, worst thing with these things, and it should still be the same, is that they poison the area around them. So that's one of the reasons I generally don't use them. And they also don't really give you much. Common items are sand, clay, mycelium, and soul sand. I mean, do I really need it? Sludge can also be combined with other less desirable fluids and exported a mosh to the ITM. A mosh? A mosh. What's a mosh? Mosh? No idea. Trade? Is it something that I can like? I don't know. That's a weird one. Sported. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's to do with where we can give them items and they give us things, but I don't know what a mosh is. Plant interactor. Some plants require a gentle touch. Instead of removing their entire root and stalk system, they just need their fruits plucked. The plant interactor is perfect for dealing with these types of finicky flora. Okay. Plant interactor. Gonna need some more of these guys. Guarantee it. Glad I made some more of this polymer sheets. Plant interactor. What do you require? Shears. Shears and plastic sheets. No, that's not on. That's on. That was aluminium. Can I have one of these? There's a plant interactor, everyone. For picking berries, apparently. Let's put you away. I've got some mushrooms and bits and pieces. I'm going to put them away for the moment. Plant interactor. Again, you can see how much lag, or how much it adds to the ticks for the world. These machines, they are a little bit rich on what they require, but you know, they do a good job. So we're going to get some berry bushes, which is cool. The resource fisher is a straightforward machine that performs the act of fishing in place of the player. In addition to fish, you'll also retrieve the usually enchant book and material drops. Fisher must be placed directly above a pool of water that is at least 3 by 1 by 3. Okay. Is that 3 by 3 and then 1 deep? We'll get a rod of Lissa. Magic fishing rod that can be used to reel in items and pick pockets. What does a resource fisher require? Resource. Fisher. Another couple of polymer components and a fishing rod. Okay, so can I have a fishing rod? Please? Please, fishing rod. One of them. No, I suppose what I should do is actually just go like, what do I have? Oh, I've got a fishing rod. Need a few more machine frames. What have I got? Oh, none of it. I think my electrum's catching up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that out of there. I'm going to take you, and I'm going to do that for now. I found that some of the items are a little bit slow when they're mixing together. I've never noticed that a smeltery would take as long as this one did to get what I wanted, which was a little bit of a pain. 1, 2, 3. I've got hammer. Come on, really? Lead. just give me the stack. Hammer. Thank you. Steel. Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, I would have thrown the hammer on the ground. I don't have a crafting table down here. There's one. Stop looking, I found it. Okay. Do this properly. Okay. And that one. That guy. Thank you. One of them. Nice. Resource fisher. What am I still missing? 2 of these probably. I'm gonna run out of polymer sheets soon. I've got 1 left. I can't do it. Rubber. Oh, I've only got 3. Give me all of them. I only need 3. And sheet. No, what's it called? Fiber pads. That's them. Yeah, 3 of them, thanks. And rubber, obviously. What else? I need plastic sheets. 1, 2. Cool. Come on, hurry up. Chop, chop. Get this done. Probably going to be all we're going to have time for today, actually. Let me just... You know what? I'm going to place you there for now. This should be pumping through and giving us blocks of electrum. Oh, some tin plates here. You can go in there. Aluminium can go in there. Invar can go in there. And the hammer. I probably need a crafting table down here at some point. Make things easier. Nothing else new? No. Very nice. Okay. That is going to take a while. That was how many blocks? 16 blocks. Sheesh. So all I'm waiting on is this. Let's do 1 more of them. Resources fisher. Got it all. There we go. Claim. Claim. Come on. Now, there we go. Teach man to fish. The Rod of Alyssa. Okay. An oven. Wow. You've gone and... Really? An oven needs a superheating element. Which needs a steel casing. Sure. Cause yeah, exactly. Can I have one of them? No? I've got no osmium. How do I have no osmium? Looks like I got... Oh, hang on, I have some in here. Looks like I've got some processing to do. One of them, thanks. This is copper and redstone. Yep, we got the superheating element. I need 4 steel, 8 steel plates, and then some hardened glass. I should be able to make the steel here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yes, it is wasteful, and I could just throw it in here, but because there's so much stuff in there, I'm just not bothering. So I need this, one of them, and then I need hardened glass. Hardened. I should be able to use regular hardened glass. Yes? Excellent. There's an oven. Cool, putting that away. 1 oven. Chef Boyar Steve. I don't think it requires power. And I don't have a spot for it yet. Now I did... Oh, not down there. Down here. Any laser creepers? No, there's no red dots on the map. I did want to place all this stuff down here behind this wall. And now that I brought that wall back one, it means it's a little bit different. So I may have to knock that out and go that way a bit. But let's just drop him here. Cool. Just regular oven. Doesn't need power, it needs fuel. Very nice. So, with that, let's claim our stuffs. And then it wants me to do the cooking for blockheads books. So it wants the tier 2, so it requires the tier 1, which is just a book being smelted. And then I'm going to need 2 work crafting stations or crafting tables, and a couple of diamonds. So crafting tables are obviously just planks. You know what? Do I have a book? Do I have a book? Book. Got a few. I know we're right near the end of the episode, but let's just see if we can get this one done. Yep, there's our cooking for blockheads 1. And I want to turn it into a 2, so I need 2 crafting tables. Do I not have planks? I was going to say, come on. Cooking for blockheads 2 book. There we go. And we're going to get a toaster. Nice. So, fridges, 4. I've got 2. So I need 4 fridges. I'm going to need to make 2 more. Because I've got the 2 here. I don't think I have any more fridges in here. Fridge. No, not fruit. Fridge. No. And scroll. Scrolling. Nothing. Cool. Anyway, wrapping up point. Thank you all for watching. Please leave those comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And come back for more next time. See you later.